Hello, guys. My name is Sanket. Today, I'm going to talk about how we can deploy an Agentforce agent of type service agent on a website. So, let's say you have a community website where you want to deploy your agent built using agent script in Salesforce. What are the steps to do that? Let's proceed with that. So, what I'm going to do is I have an agent called hotel booking agent, and you can see right now it's in draft mode, but I do not have any site yet ready. So let's start with the first step. So I'm going to just spin off a dummy website quickly. With that, I will just choose any public one. So consider this one, microsite enhanced LWR one. So I'm going to get started, and I can just say it hotel booking page, and I'm going to hit the create button here. So it takes a minute. Thing we need to do is we need to create a messaging channel. So to create a messaging channel, we have to go to setup and then search for messaging settings here. And you need to create a new channel. So I will click on new channel and then I will start it. So here I have option called enhanced chat. I will say hotel booking channel, and then deployment type is web. Now we have to enter the domain name. So I hope by now this my website is ready. Let me quickly go back to the Salesforce setup and copy the domain where I'm going to host my service agent. So I will just paste it here. All I have to do is just remove the HTTP and this from here. So it will become a valid one. And I will go to next. And right now the routing type. So since my whole idea is on my website, through this channel, if anybody wants to talk, it should directly route it to Agentforce service agent. So it's a native capability added by Salesforce. So we can select the service agent. And one thing, if you notice, is it only allows the active agent. We do not have any active one here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back here and first commit my version. You cannot directly activate it. So there are three state agent: draft mode, committed, and then active. So right now it was in draft. I'm converting it to committed. And after that, I will say activate. So now this agent is activated, and I make sure that it compiles properly, it runs properly. So it compiled properly. I can talk with it. Now going back to my messaging setting here, I need to go back and again click on next, maybe to bring the, yeah. So I got the hotel booking agent, which I just activated it. And then if you see, it also needs a fallback queue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new queue for this. Let's say hotel booking queue, and I will select the messaging session object here. Yeah, this one. And it also needs a routing configuration. So let me quickly go to routing configuration and create one. So you need to search for routing configuration and you will get it under the omni channel. So here it is. I will create a new routing configuration, say hotel booking configuration, and routing priority, I'm going to just keep it one. Most, I'm just selecting a value here, but yeah, you can decide based on your requirement. I'm going to hit save. So I'm just going to keep this one, and the routing configuration is ready. I will add the same routing configuration into my queue and hit this save to the queue button, sorry, the queue, and I will search for this queue now here. The queue is available and I will save it. So it's asking for the acknowledgement. I will say save. Yep. So it is creating the messaging channel. Meanwhile it is getting created, let's switch back quickly to our site and go to the builder. So on the builder, I can see my home page is ready. So since we have just created the messaging channel, the next step is we have to create an embedded service deployment so that it can be deployed on our website. So to do that, I will go to embedded service deployment. So here you can see that there is one embedded service deployment got created when we created the messaging channel of type enhanced chat. So if you see, the client version is Wave V1. So there are two versions of enhanced chat version 1 and version 2. We are going to show you both version. So let's go back here. Our messaging session is messaging channel is ready. If you cancel it and quickly go back again to messaging setting, yeah, it is here. So everything is done. Previously, like, I used to create manually embedded service deployment, but it is easy now. It got auto created when I created messaging setting. So all I need to do is I need to go to the site builder page, and here I will look for the component, yeah, here, right? And search for embedded messaging, and you can drag it anywhere wherever you find it appropriate. And I selected the web deployment, this one, and you can see the messaging chat button appeared here. All I need to do is I need to publish. I'll just publish it, and let's test our agent whether it works properly or not on our website. So there are a couple of things I will mention in the next video, but let's test whether it is deployed at least or not as part of this video. So it is going to take some time, 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, what I will do is I will go and open our website. So looks like it is asking for authentication. So let me do one thing. Let me make it public so that it is easy for me to test. So to make a site public for the guest user, so all you need to do is you need to go to the setting here, and then you need to mark this guest user can see and interact with the site without logging in. So I just checked that. I need to republish the website, and then let me open it again. So this time it should open the site, and it did open, and you can see the chat button appeared here. So if I click here, it should load the enhanced chat version 1, and you can see that our agent has joined. It means our agent has been successfully deployed on our website, and I can interact with our agent. I will do some testing here. So can you check for room available or not? Let me just fix the typo here. Yep. So yep, it is asking me for a reservation ID. I will say new booking, and it should yeah. So it is giving me some options. I will say room types. Let's see what does it give. Okay, so then I do not want any amenities. Then just proceed. So looks like it is working fine. It is able to interact. I will say nope, just book it. Okay, so it did. Let us talk in the next video about a couple of more things, like what kind of agent permission we need when we are deploying it on a public website like this. Thank you for watching.